Hey everybody,
Hello.
welcome to another Elevation Games stream. Today, we made an attempt at this game a little earlier, and then we both pretty quickly got under the weather with everyone's favorite pandemic virus.
Everyone's favorite novel coronavirus.
We are obviously doing much better at this point.
Thank goodness.
And as such, we wanted to, step back and take another swing at this guy. So today we are playing Fall of the Mountain King. This is one of the games we picked up at Gen Con. We played basically one round of this before, but we're going to start fresh here and go through the whole thing so that hopefully if you're interested in the game itself, you'll get an idea of how to play it as we go through this.
Right on. Last time that we played, I was sitting there just like trying to drink tea and focus on all these rolls, and it didn't really work very well, so I'm excited for a redo.
And this is a very rules-heavy game.
Yeah.
Much more so than I expected, honestly, when I got into it. It's a fairly simple table setup, though it does take a lot more space than you would expect. This is the prequel to the to Burnt Island's 2017, I think, game in the Hall of the Mountain King.
Okay.
Which we have not played, but that's, I think, going to be on our list after this to get a hold of a copy of it, too.
And you said that one, though, is a lot different than this game.
Yes, supposedly it plays very, very differently than this.
Okay.
And people really like that one, and so I think they were very excited about this one. When we got this, it was in Kickstarter fulfillment. I think it might still be. Point being, it might be difficult to get your hands on this right now.
Okay.
But in a couple of months, probably less so.
Sure.
If you have played in the Hall of the Mountain King, you'll know that is all about you were playing a group of trolls going back into the mountain that was your home. You were kicked out by a bunch of nasty gnomes that invaded, and sort of reclaiming your ancestral home. This game is that gnomish invasion. So,
okay.
We are playing as leaders of different troll clans here, and we are competing to earn honor as we fight off the gnome invasion, which we will, of course, eventually fail to do. It's a little pandemic-like in that the gnomes are going to invade every turn and get further and further in here, much like we have dogs invading under the table right now.
That's right.
So basically there are a few goals to keep in mind as we're going around here. We are going to be placing our little troll figurines here in various caverns around the board. And you score honor points by controlling caverns. You control a cavern by having the most of your figures in a given cavern. Each cavern is one of these little spaces that you can see outlined here. And you'll notice on this very colorful board, you have different areas of the board, different caverns that belong to different troll clans. So, in addition to scoring honor points by controlling caverns, you're also going to be, through that same mechanism and a few others, earning votes with the different troll clans. Those are going to be worth a certain amount of honor at the end of the game. It's also going to let you influence things in the game occasionally if you have the most votes with a given clan. You're also going to want to try and surround these great halls that you see here. These are distributed randomly before every game, and they are worth the number of points that you see listed. You control one of these by having it surrounded by your figures, by controlling the most of the caverns that surround it.
Okay.
And of course, we also have these gnomes that are invading here. So these guys have a number on the reverse side. We don't know what that is. It can be anything from 1 to 3. And you can earn honor by defeating gnomes. To defeat a gnome, you have to move a certain number of your trolls into the cavern with that gnome. Then flip this over and hope that you have the same or more number of trolls as the number on the reverse side of this.
And it's either a 1, 2, or a 3.
Yes.
Okay. I like the temptation to like just look. Just be like.
Well, you're actually going. That is something you're going to get to do at some point.
Oh.
So, but we will get there. Another thing we're going to be doing is competing to gain the support of these different troll champions over here. These guys are drawn. We've got 3 decks of cards over here. Y'all can't see them on the camera, but really great art on the back sides of these.
Oh yeah.
You've got a 1/2 deck, a 3 deck, and a 0 deck. So actually, first things first, we are going to get to start with a champion of our own. So I'm going to give you 2 of these.
Thank you, sir.
I will take 2. We're going to look at them, decide which one we want to keep, and discard the other one. I'm going to keep Krellin here. She's with the Purple Clan. All these clans have names, but I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what they all are. So,
what is a strong advance action?
Yeah, so I was going to get into that in a second, but advance is movement.
Okay.
That lets you move your trolls around. Krellin here, anytime you advance into a cavern that has at least 1 rival troll in it, add 2 trolls from your supply to one of your layers.
Mm.
And I'm not going over everything at the top here because, like I said, there's a lot here, so I think it'll be easier if we just kind of learn as we go along.
Sounds good. I'm going to go with Tshak. Zach. Tshshak. His eye is a cage. When Tshak advances into a cavern where there's exactly 1 rival troll, remove the rival and store it on this card. When calculating cavern control, treat the rival on this card as if it was one of your own trolls in Tshak's cavern.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next little bit of setup here. We need to pick our layers. So, I'm first player.
You are.
We have this lovely first player token here. So I will place one of these first. And you probably can't see this on the overhead camera, but there are little darkened spots here where we can place our layers. I'm going to go right here. And now you get to place one.
Yep. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
I'm just going to stay right up on you.
Okay. I'll go here.
Man, okay. I'm
There's
debating
one here.
between 2. Yeah, no, I
Here.
can see them. I'm just debating between which ones I want to use.
They're kind of hard to see, honestly.
I think I'm going to go...
There's one here and I always miss it.
It looks like a water drop landed on the board. The colors on this board though are so vibrant and so pretty, and like I love that when you're playing a game like inside a mountain and you're a troll and you're going up against all these like evil, like usually it's just real dark and grainy, and this is, but at the same time your players are hot pink. You know, and you've got like these really pretty yellows and greens, which you don't normally see inside like a mountain cave like this.
Yeah,
it's nice. The art on this game gets very high marks from me.
Okay, so we will take 3 trolls and put them in each of our layers here.
Maybe put those on that guy over there.
Of course.
So that we're not just like trying to reach across each other this whole time.
Okay. And now I'm going to take 1 troll and put it in a cavern next to one of my layers. So I'm going to put one right here.
Okay.
And now you get to do the same. Okay, and now we put one next to the other one, so I'm going to put one here.
I'm going to go here.
Okay. And now take one of your champion guys here.
Okay.
Did your guy have a
Big Daddy
have a letter on it?
He does, a T.
Okay, so he needs one of these. Oh, right there. So just
that was easy.
Slide that underneath. And you can put him in either in here with this guy or in here with this guy. Your choice. Not there. Okay. I'll put mine here. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to be moving trolls around, adding them, and fighting. So, the way that we're going to do that, this is actually one of the neater things about this game, I think. The actions that we take on a turn are governed by our ancestry tableau that we build up here. So we both start with this exact same card that has a number of symbols on it. These green hammer symbols represent movement.
Not to be confused with broccolis.
They do look a little bit like broccolis. So if you take a movement action, you cover that up with one of your cubes, and you can move a troll into any cavern that is next to one you already control. So it's a little confusing. It's easiest to think of these trolls as liquid, sort of.
Okay.
Because that's kind of how they move. So if I'm moving a troll, I'm not moving him one space. I'm just moving one troll, and I could move this guy here. I can move him here, because he's moving through caverns that are connected. So, for instance, if I had this, I could take this troll, move him all the way over here, because he's going through these guys.
Right.
So it's all about the caverns where you already have trolls connected. Gnomes move the same way.
So we want to build like long lines of...
Yeah, you want it, like, again, sort of like liquid. You want to kind of spread out, right?
Like a man on a bus.
Yes.
Okay.
You also have this little claw, the white claw symbol here. This is going not to be confused with the drink. Uh,
Or a Mickey Mouse glove.
much like much like White Claw, though, this does give you influence with your
Oh, okay.
friends. Uh, whenever you
Jeremy.
whenever you take the claw action, you get to, and in this case, there's a 2 on here, so you're going to get 2 influence from this. You get to pick one of the troll champions over here and take one of your little markers and move it on their influence track that number of spaces.
Okay.
And so at the end of the wave, we're going to check these, and whoever has the highest marker on one of these, they get to take that champion into their hand. If nobody has a marker on it, then it just gets discarded.
Okay.
The other action here is the gnome action. So this lets you do 2 things. The first is we've got 3 gate cards over here. These are the cards that are going to determine where the gnomes invade next. So at the end of the round, more gnomes are going to invade from specific caverns determined by those cards. So if you take a gnome action, you get to peek at one of these. So you know where at least one place that gnomes are going to come in next turn. You also get to pick one of these existing gnome tokens, flip it over, look at it, put it back down, and then you'll know what the number on that token is.
Okay.
The game also suggests, which I appreciate, they know that I'm not going to remember it. They actually suggest just putting one of your little markers on it. And then that way you always know, I peeked at that one, so if I need to refresh my memory, I can just look at it again.
Smart. Okay. It's a nice little reminder.
Yes. And then once you scout, as they call that, then you see how many gnome numbers you have here, and you move that marker on the gnome wheel that many spaces.
Okay.
So if it were 3, for example, and you landed on that shield, that would let you bolster by 3. You take whatever action you land on by the strength of spaces that you moved.
Oh, okay.
2 things to note on that wheel. You see the little plus symbol?
Mm-hmm.
When you cross that line, you move your booster marker up over there by 1.
Okay.
And so if you ever land on that red, that's an honor symbol right there, that determines how many bonus victory points, honor points you get if you land on that symbol.
Okay.
But on the other side, there's another tripwire over there that will trigger invasions.
Okay.
So if you go across that one, you trigger a swarm, and that's what this swarm marker is for.
Yikes.
So if you trigger that, then a number of gnomes, at least 2, but possibly more, as we defeat these gnomes, they get set beside the wheel, and the more defeated gnomes are over there, the angrier the gnomes get, and the more invade when you trip the swarm.
Okay.
So trip that, gnomes are going to invade from here, at least for this turn, in this gray area. And any trolls that get defeated by gnomes when that happens, they're just gone off the board and you don't get any points for them.
Boo. Okay.
Finally, the last action you can take here is...
So many rules.
I know. The bolster, the shield. So this is pretty straightforward. It just lets you put more trolls on the board. You pick any cavern where you dominate, and by dominate, that means you are the only person that has trolls in that cavern, so you can always put them in your lair. And you can just add more trolls based on the number of shields you're using on that turn.
Okay.
Okay? 2 other symbols you're going to see on cards as we're adding here. One is the little barrel. The barrel gives you extra supplies. And the supplies determine how many turns you get to take.
Right.
Before the end of a wave.
Okay.
And then there's a little swirly portal looking thing. Those are just wild. They can be anything.
Okay.
Um,
So anything that you choose for it to be.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. And there's a little bit more to this as we go, but I'll explain it as we go through. The key thing to remember as we're building this out is you want to try and keep at least one of each action on there, so
Visible.
so that
Okay.
you don't just have nothing but movement or nothing but bolster.
Which is what I had the first time we played. So, lessons we learn.
Okay. So, here's how we build these out. I'm going to take 3 of these. I'm going to give you
3?
4. You're right. 4 of these
Thank you, sir.
a piece. And then we're going to look and we're going to choose one to keep. And we're going to place it.
What does this do again?
That's influence with the champions.
Okay.
Oh, and of course I forgot one. There's also the elder symbol here. These do nothing, except they give you victory points at the end of the game.
Okay.
And they can't be covered up.
Oops, I accidentally got 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I love drafting.
Yes. And as you're building these, you always have to cover up at least one square.
6 up.
Yeah.
6 up and down.
6
6
by
left
6.
or right. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we take one, we place it, then we take our other 3 and pass.
There you go. And what does the goblin do?
He lets you peek and use the wheel over there.
One, two, three, four, five. Okay. There you go.
Okay, and so now we're going to take one of these and discard the last one.
Okay. These guys grow.
They truly do.
6. Okay, boom. And then to discard, do I just
Yeah.
kind of like that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So, now that we have these built out for our first wave, and we're going to do this on every round.
On every wave?
Yes. And the game is played over 3 waves. So, we are on wave 1 here, so we're going to take one of our cubes here and put it here on wave 1. Neither one of us got any supplies, so we don't get to add any more here.
Okay.
So we're limited to 6 actions that we can take.
Righto.
But since we didn't fill this up, we each get +2 of these desperation tokens. And these can be used at any time during this wave to boost a weak action. So, on your turn, you're going to use at least one supply to take an action. So you move this down by one. And you can take either a weak action or a strong action.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a weak action, you just cover up one of these guys that doesn't have a number on it, and take that action. So this would let me move one troll somewhere, right? Since it's a weak action, you get to take two. So then I could also cover this up, and bolster, add one troll from my supply somewhere, right? I could, of course, use these to boost those up and get a little bit more out of them. That's a weak action. You take 2 weak actions, you're done. If you want to take a strong action, you can do a couple of things. Any of these that have a number on them, anytime you use one of those, that's automatically taking a strong action, because you're getting more than one go out of a single symbol. Just by covering up that 2 influence, that's a strong action. But I can also use any linked symbols. So, for instance, I could take a strong action, a strong advance action, and cover up all of these green guys right here, and move 4, 5, 6, 7 trolls at once.
Do you have to use a desperation token to do that?
Nope, because it's a strong action, and I don't get to do anything else. That's my whole turn right there. But since they're connected, you get to cover all of them up and use them all at once.
Okay.
The other key thing
Left to
here,
right, not diagonal. Or
right.
diagonal,
Yes.
not diagonal.
Yes.
Okay.
The other key thing to know here is once a symbol is covered up, it's considered usable for connecting other symbols. So if I had done this on a previous turn and covered up all these advances, I could then, even though I wouldn't have been able to do this before, I can now say that these 2 shields are connected.
Oh.
Because this is covered. And so I can do that.
So
as
what's
a
the
strong
benefit
action.
of doing that? You run out of...
Well,
Or I guess it would allow you to use up all of your moves.
yes, you get to take a more powerful action, and you can boost it further. So, let's say I do this and I am bolstering by 3, so I'm putting 3 more trolls on the board. I can also spend extra supplies to boost that up even further and add even more trolls.
Okay.
Because you could very well end up in a situation where you're out of moves.
Yeah.
But you have several supplies left, and at that point, you just want to take a strong action and burn the rest of your supplies, because otherwise they're just going to waste.
Okay. All right.
Make sense?
Yup. 30 minutes in.
I know.
Let's get this gameplay going.
Okay. Alright, since I am first player here, I will take... I'll take a weak gnome action, and so I'm going to peek. Okay. To see what that gnome strength is, and I'm going to peek at one of these cards. Okay. And then I'm going to take a weak bolster to add a troll here. And will you move me 1? Thank you. And that's going to give me 1 influence with one of these guys. We have over here Zorla finds no foes. At the end of every wave, gain 1 honor for each rival troll in Zorla's cavern.
Zorla kind of looks like my 7th grade Tennessee history teacher. if she was purple. Whoa. Suddenly I feel like I should go read a book on Daniel Boone.
Liga, at the end of every wave, gain 1 honor for each of your trolls in the domain Liga currently occupies. Ulak, after a rival fully completes an advance action, you may move Ulak directly to the same cavern. Ulak's cavern is considered to be adjacent to your layers during your own advance actions. That's powerful. And then Marja here, an evading gnome prefers Marja's cavern even more than an empty one. When a gnome attacks her cavern, she is always the first fallen and earns that score even during breaches. So, the long and short here is Marja dies a lot, but she earns you a lot of victory points by dying over and over.
Okay.
Again. So I think I'm going to go with Ulak here.
Okay.
And since I'm the first to get influence with him, you get 1 bonus, so I'll get 2.
Okay. So the first thing that I will do is, so my card here says when Tashak advances into a cavern. This is Tashak, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when she goes in here, remove the rival and store it on this card. And then when calculating cavern control, treat each rival on this card as if it was one of your own trolls. So that just removes this guy from the game.
The rival means me, not a gnome.
Boo! Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is definitely a gnome and not a troll, and I will never get that right. Ever. Okay.
Now, I mean, you can move in there and just try and kill the gnome, but you can't use his power on it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have to move down 3 for that?
Nope, just 1. If
Just
you're taking 1 strong action, yeah.
Yeah. Even though none of these have a 2 on them?
Yep. Because you covered multiple ones, it's considered
Okay.
a strong.
2, 3. Who wins in the case of a tie?
You.
Yes. Oh, overkill. So,
You get 1 point for killing him.
1 victory point?
Mm-hmm.
Should point out, I am green and Jeremy is pink. I don't know if I've said that. I don't know if we've said that yet or not.
Oh, yes.
But just in case, I am this beautiful army green color. So that's all I get is a victory point?
Put him next to the wheel because you've angered the gnomes.
Ooh.
But you also, since you seized control of this cavern right here,
Yeah.
since it was technically controlled by the gnomes until you moved in there,
Troll party.
you get 1 vote with the fire clan over there. So put
Yes. Oh, wait.
put one of your markers on the 1 spot. There you go.
Okay. So is that my only move?
That is your only move.
Okay.
Okay.
Does this mean I only angered them a little bit?
The strength doesn't matter, unfortunately, for that calculation.
Can't blame a sister for asking.
For every 2 dead gnomes over there, another one invades in the swarm.
Oh, okay. Oh boy.
But that's only if we trigger a swarm. So, let's see. I'm going to. I'm going to take another weak action. I'm going to advance here. bolster here. Actually, I'm gonna spend these guys to boost that bolster up by 2 more.
Okay. I am going to take a weak action. And look here, okay. And then... And the claws do what again? They get you this.
No, they get you influence with these guys.
Okay. So if I do a 2 claw, does that give me 2 points with somebody?
You could take a strong action and you get 4.
Okay.
Since this is covered, you can connect those 3 guys.
But I don't think I need to do... Well, why not?
Don't let me tell you what to do, babe. I'm just...
I want to vote for Marja.
Give me one of your small... Yeah.
It looks like a moldy pill.
And so you got 4 plus 1, since you're the first one on her, so... You are probably going to get Marja.
I feel certain.
Okay. I'm going to take a strong action. Actually, no. I'll take a weak action. Now I'm going to take a strong action.
That's a lot of moving.
Yeah. So that's 8.
So how are you able to count that one? That's a diagonal?
Because these are covered. So
Okay.
I get to count them as if they're... You're up.
I know. Okay, can I take a bigly action if I do both of these?
Yeah.
Okay. And that lets me move 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to advance these 3 guys into this cavern this time.
Okay.
Rawr. So it's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we were victorious again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, though. Bad guys on the swarm.
3 more points.
And I get
And a vote. Yes.
I really struggle getting my little chips out. I gotta adjust to having these little chips.
And remember to mark your supplies down.
Oops.
I'm
not gonna remember that. And what do these do again?
When you take a weak action, you can boost it with those, and they go away at the end of the wave, so you want to use them.
So, like, if I do this, then it gives me, like, 2 of those.
Yeah.
Can I get 3 of those?
Yeah.
What does the shield do again?
Let you put more trolls on the board.
But they just go away at the end of the round?
No.
Oh, they stay?
They stay. These pluses go away at the end of the round.
But at the end of the wave, we don't have to clear the board.
No. They stay where they are.
Mm.
Unless gnomes come in and kill them.
Rude. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to take a strong influence action. And get 2 influence. With Lega.
And then what does this do?
That's a wild. You can make it can be anything you want it to be. So if you wanted to take a strong action and use all of these as shields, you could.
Yeah. But then I'll just run out of thing here.
We still got a gnome action over here.
But there's no one for me to look at. I ate them.
There's this guy, and there's these to know where they're coming next.
Oh, okay.
And you get to move around the wheel.
I didn't move around the wheel before.
Oh, well, you should have.
Oops. Okay, so what do I... Well...
Did you take it? Yeah, you did take a gnome action.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but it was just one.
Yeah.
So you would have landed on... Move it up by 1. And then you get to move 1 troll somewhere.
Okay. Well, that would have been nice because that would have saved me a turn. But, as it turns out now...
Sorry.
Oh, I don't care. I need to learn the rules. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, honey. They have to go in a cavern where you already have trolls.
Oh. So they don't have to go here.
No, but it has to be a cavern where only you have trolls.
So I can't do that.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's so much shit. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Have we moved these at all? Jeremy, have we moved these at all?
We have not.
Okay.
We have to go across that plus to move those.
Ah.
I forgot to do Krellin's ability here. Anytime I advance into a cavern that has at least 1 rival troll in it, add 2 trolls from your supply to one of your layers.
Rude.
So... I'm going to take a strong action to add 2 more trolls. Right there.
Okay. And then, do I have one more move after this, or am I done?
You have 1 more.
Oh. I don't have anything
But,
else to do.
well, you can do this.
That's what I'm going to do.
And then spend all the way down and get a 3rd one.
Okay. That's what I want to do. So then this moves forward 3.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3. So what does the claw do?
Well, first, you crossed the plus, so move your green guy up 1. And the claw gives you influence with one of these, so you get 3 with somebody over here.
I'm going to do it with Mrs. Long. I mean, Zora Laster. Zora Laurel. These are weird words, and I'm reading them sideways. Okay. And then...
And since you did 3, you get to look at all 3 of these guys.
Fancy. And what does this tell me?
It tells you all the places that they're going to invade in a minute.
Oh, shit. Shoot. Ruh-roh. So what happens if they invade in a place that I'm at?
It depends. They will attempt to go into empty caverns,
Okay.
but if they have to go in one with a troll, they'll attack and maybe kill the troll. It just depends.
Okay. Well, I reckon we shall cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay, I will take a weak action as my last one here. I've only got one symbol though, so I will just advance here. Okay. And that's the end of wave 1.
All right.
Okay, so first things first.
This is really fun.
Good, I'm glad. So we need to score each of the sections that we currently control. We look at the different colored clan areas. Purple, no one's there. Yellow, I have 1. So I get 6 victory points for that. You always get 6 for the first cavern you control in an area, and then 2 for everyone after that.
Okay.
So, then we'll look at brown over here. You've got 1 cavern in theirs, so you get 6 for that. Gray, nobody. Fire, we each control 1. So we each get 6. Blue, I control this one because I've got more than you. So I control 2, so I get 6, 7, 8.
Cheater.
We have our markers misplaced.
There's no way though that I'm ahead.
Yeah, yes you are. You scored points. You killed gnomes. I didn't. You won't be in a second, but you are right now.
Rude. Okay.
And then green, I have 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now the gnomes entrench. So this guy gets a friend. Will you give me those 2 next to the board there? And you can take all these off your cards.
The only thing I would change about this game is I would have a quick ref.
It really does need one. You get Marja.
Hi, Marja. Welcome to the family.
Marja.
Now, does it matter where my thing was on her?
No.
Okay.
You just had the most influence, so you got her.
Okay.
And you get Zorla.
Hello.
Okay.
They also have letters.
Yes.
Okay. I need to just slow down a little bit.
No, you're good. Where do we add these guys? Okay, well, it doesn't actually tell you. So that's a little disconcerting. But I'm going to say we add them to our layers. So get 2 more champion figures.
Okay.
And you've got what are your numbers?
3 and 2.
No, I'm sorry, your letters.
Z and M.
Z.
Z.
And M. And I need L. And U. Okay, and you can put those guys in either of your layers. Okay. But you're right, they do have numbers here, so you get votes with those clans. So you get 3 with purple and 2 with green.
Okay.
And yeah, we should have put them on there for our first guys too, but we didn't. So,
Well, I'll just add it now.
will you give?
Yes.
You put 2 on purple. 2 on blue. And 2 on yellow.
Okay.
Okay, and now
Does this reset at the wave?
I don't think so, but first the gnomes are going to invade. So
Okay.
this is wave 1. So we're going to add 2 gnomes. I'm trying to draw them so I don't see the strip. The bag seemed like a great idea at first.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll just line them up.
Yeah. 2 in the brown. So there and there. Hold on, we'll deal with that in a second.
Okay.
Actually, no. He'll go here.
And I thought I was about to get 2 kills without even trying.
And 2 in the fire. So he'll go here.
And here.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Let's reshuffle these guys. Fire was the last place I put them, right? So Swarm moves over here. Three new invasion cards. And 4 new champions. And let me see if we refresh that wheel. Gather the gate cards, refresh the champions. Each player returns the cube. You get that.
Yes.
lose a point because there was an overrun cavern here. But no, the wheel does not reset. So, the more we use that, the closer we're going to get to a breach.
Okay.
But I think that's intentional. So, first things first.
Okay, and then after we draft, we've been playing for about an hour. We can take like a quick break.
Sure.
One, two, three, four, five, six. And what do the shields do again?
Bolster, add trolls.
Ooh. Ew, Jeremy, I don't like any of these. Gross.
Sorry, babe.
Redraw! Gross. Okay. And what does this do again?
It's just points at the end of the game. You also can't ever cover them up, so if you put one down, you're stuck with it. Okay.
We move up to 5.
Yep. Do you have any barrels? No. I have one, so I get to come here. I'll get 2 of these, and you will get 3 of these. Okay.
Okay.
And you are first this time.
Well, we're going to take a quick break.
Yes, we are. We will continue with wave 2 in just a second. We'll be right back. We're back.
And we are back.
Okay, here we are in wave 2. I predict this is probably going to wrap up a lot faster at this point.
I assume so.
But you are first player, so you get to go first.
Alrighty. I am going to go 2, 3.
You don't want 4?
No.
Okay. That's
I don't.
fine.
And I'm going to move these 3 trolls here.
Alright.
2.
1, 2. And give yourself a point with the Worm Clan.
Yes. Okay. Wait, I thought we were going to get 4 trolls. Do we only get 3 of these guys now?
Yeah, so I did that wrong.
Mm.
It's 2 plus, or it's 1 for each player
Plus 1. Okay.
So
You gotta keep this thing away from me, because I'm just gonna sit here and just keep... Bro, the struggle is real.
Oh, I know. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 weak actions here. I'm gonna peek here and here.
And that gives you 2 of these, right?
Yes.
So it lands on a shield.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which that was 2, so I get to add 2 trolls. I'm gonna do that here.
Okay. And we're gonna do this.
You have Wulgren, the snare, twice per wave. Before or after you act, you may pull 1 troll, yours or a rival, from an adjacent cavern into Wulgren's cavern. Rekka opens all doors. Each time you add influence to a champion, you may move 1 of your trolls on the map to any gnome-free cavern in that champion's domain. Once per wave, when you bolster, add 1 additional troll to every gnome. Sorry, this is Whale Wolf who awakens. Once per wave, when you bolster, add 1 additional troll to every gnome-free cavern adjacent to the bolstered cavern. Wow.
Yeah, I want that one.
Whale Wolf.
What happens if these? What is this? What's the point of this?
So you see those little tiles?
Uh-huh.
At the end, we're going to flip those over, and whoever has the most votes is going to score some points.
Some victory points?
Yeah. Also, there will be times when gnomes are invading where they could go to 2 equally viable places.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they kill 1 of my trolls, maybe they kill 1 of your trolls. If you have more influence with the people and with the clan in this area,
okay,
you get to decide where it goes.
I don't know why I handed you that. Oh yeah, no, put
Yeah.
him on there.
How many is this?
3.
So 4. Oh, Whale Wolf. Okay. I will take a strong action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys in here. And they have a strength of 6, so they are both defeated.
Can we verify that we've got sound?
Sure. We do.
Okay. So now that there's 3 here, does that mean that we get a thing?
No, it's when that guy... The next time one of us uses a gnome action, that guy's going to cross and trigger a breach.
Oi.
But that got me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and will you give me another vote with the Ice Clan, the blue? Thank you.
Okay. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
One. 2.
You're choosing one cavern to move 8 people into.
Oh, I can't just move them? Man, that's a BS.
Do you want to take that back?
No. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes. Smart.
Don't give up that control.
No, but you were exactly right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to take a strong action to bolster here. So 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'm going to take a strong action for influence, and I'm going for Rekka.
How much?
3.
Okay. You take a weak action. 2 weak actions to advance, and I'm going to spend my desperation tokens here to get that up to 4. 2, 3, 4. Let me put him over there next to the wheel, please.
Woof.
1, 2, 3.
I really don't like how much you're winning by.
It's not that much. I mean, will you put me on top of you on the Fire Clan? So that is one thing that the rulebook makes clear. There are no ties on any of these. Whoever's on the bottom is technically ahead because they got to that spot first.
Word. And what do the shields do again?
Add trolls, bolster. I'm gonna add them anywhere where it's only your trolls.
Okay. I can add them anywhere that I have trolls. I can't go one beyond.
Correct. It has to be a place where you have trolls, and like you couldn't add one here because we both have trolls there.
I don't think I have enough here. That's it for me.
Okay. I'm gonna take a strong action to get influence. And I'm gonna go with Wulgrin the Snare. And you're out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one left. I will use that to take 2 weak actions. A bolster. And actually, I'm going to trigger Ulak's ability here. After Arrival fully completes an advance action, you may move Ulak directly to the same cavern. He is considered adjacent to your layers for your own advance action, so he's going to come here. And then I'm going to bolster here. And I'm going to move here. Okay.
Okay.
End of wave 2.
Okay.
I can't believe we haven't triggered a breach.
I feel like that's coming.
Oh, it certainly is. Okay, yeah. These guys.
Okay.
Okay. No one's in purple. I have one in yellow for 6, but there's 2 overrun caverns. So, -2. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You control 1 brown, so 6 -1. Because of 1 overrun cavern, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Gray, you control 1. There are no overruns, so 6. Orange, we each I control 2. You control 1. So we each get 6 -1 for this guy. So 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I get 2 more for this one. 1, 2. Green, I control 2. Nothing's overrun. So 8. Can you reach that easier than I can?
Yep. Do I move you more?
Yeah. Blue, I control 2, so 8 more. Yes. Okay. And then I think we each get...
Jeremy, someone wants to say hi.
Hi, Dakota. Hi.
I feel like we might should resurrect the Dakota cam.
We've got the camera for it now. Okay. So we got all those. Gnomes entrench.
Woof.
And they invade. So, purple. And they're going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. fire. Okay. They're gonna go. They're gonna try and come in here because there's fewer trolls.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll kill him. He doesn't get to go in there, but you lose a troll. And you score.
R.I.P. friend.
That's the first fallen for this wave, so you score 4 points. And then they'll try and come in here again. You'll kill him again. Lose another troll. You get, I think, 1 for this guy now. Two. So 1, 2. And then they will finally get a guy in there. Okay. Dirt. So
How many are they putting in here?
3.
Okay, so it'll go 1, 2.
1, 2.
And then come here.
Mm-hmm. Which he'll die. You'll lose a troll, and you get 2 more.
Okay.
And the swarm moves here.
I was just thinking I needed a foot warmer.
Oh, you too? She's on both of us right now?
She is quite large.
She is, it's true. Okay. Alright, final wave. We're in wave 3. Okay, so I will get Wolgren.
So you get
3 with the worms.
I need a Pepto. Okay.
You'll get Rekka.
Hi, Rekka.
3 more with the Croissant clan. French trolls and Whale Wolf.
I have lots of troll friends.
Mm-hmm. Do you need letters?
No.
Okay. I need a W.
I am out of big trolls.
Yeah, this is what made me realize earlier that we were getting too many of these guys. Just use one of your small ones and mark it somehow. You can put these anywhere that you dominate. So just like you're adding regular guys.
And then I'm just gonna give a...
Sure. Okay. And now we go up to 4.
Why does some come with level letters and some don't?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it lets you keep up with who's who, I guess, which seems important for... Yeah. It's only for ones... So, like this guy who can pull people to him, you would need to know which one of your champions is this guy, right?
Okay.
So... But for, like, Krellin here, anytime you advance into a cavern that has at least one rival troll, add 2 of your trolls to one of your layers, it doesn't matter which champion that is. right?
Sure.
So, 2, 3, 4.
Man, they just get worse and worse.
And we get level 3 champions now.
And a barrel gives you an extra move here.
Yes.
She really did not like how you're running the score up on me. Okay. She has feelings, sir.
Clearly. Okay. These gnomes are getting out of hand.
I read somewhere once that the only good gnome was a dead gnome.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
2 more barrels for me, 2 more for you. So we each get 2 of these. All right. I'm going to take a strong action here. To get 5 influence with Stelcore.
Wow. Sir.
Sorry, we have over here Hera Hall Roarer. Place Hera in an empty great hall. Add 2 trolls total to gnome-free caverns adjacent to that great hall.
What's a great hall?
These guys.
Oh.
Together into 1 cavern or separately into 2. Grurlock of Many Brothers. Place Grurlock into an empty great hall. Each non-champion troll in the cavern adjacent to that great hall gains 1 victory point for its owner. And Stelcore, gain 2 victory points for every clan where you aren't the vote leader.
Okay. So if I do this, it lets me move my guys.
Correct.
I'm going to move 3. And they all have to move together?
Hold on. Sorry. We forgot. You have one of these too, don't you? That we should have scored
At the end of every wave, gain 1 red thing.
1 victory point
Oh.
for, what does yours say?
each rival troll in her cavern, and she currently sits right here. So
Okay. I get one for each of your trolls in the domain Liga currently occupies. So Liga is L. Here.
so 0
4.
for each one of my trolls.
For each one of my trolls.
Oh.
So will you move me 4? Sorry, I thought you were going to get some too.
So they all have to move together?
Yeah, you pick a place that you're moving them to.
One.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me 1 victory point, yes?
Oh, give me the rest of those guys.
Oh.
No reason to
Okay.
to kill ourselves with
Will you
one.
give me 1 victory point?
Yes.
I'm closing the gap. Don't call it a comeback.
Also a vote with the worms. Okay. Alright, strong move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only a little bit of overkill. So that's 5 for me, please. And a vote with the Fire Clan. It's gonna be us on that.
It's definitely getting closer to that time for me. I forgot to count down. Okay. Okay. So now they can come from different places. They just have to end up in the same place.
Yes, correct.
Okay. 1, 2.
As long as they can trace a path through connected guys, they can get there.
5. We're just gonna say 4 for now. Okay.
And he counts as one of yours now?
Yes.
Okay. actually. Strong action.
Okay. I am gonna do a strong action. 3, so put me 4 on Growluck, please. And that allows me to move one of my trolls. Each time you add influence to a champion, you may move one of your trolls on the map to any gnome-free cavern in that champion's domain.
Okay. Okay. Weak actions. I'll spend my desperation tokens here to boost this up. Strong action. I'm going to take that all the way down. I'm out of trolls.
Bro.
So this is also going to be a troll.
Okay. One, two, three. Okay, and then I've got one more move left. Oh no, I still got one more after that, right? Yeah.
Well, if you just did a week, you can do 2, remember?
I can't.
You just moved one guy, right? So you
So
could
I'm
also
gonna
do
bolster. Yeah. When you bolster, add one additional troll to every gnome-free cavern adjacent to the bolstered cavern. So I can add it to anywhere that I currently have presence.
that. Where only you have presence, yes. No, honey. Every gnome-free cavern.
every gnome-free cavern. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You put one here too.
No, I'm there.
Yeah. You added a guy here. When you bolster, you can add one to every gnome-free cavern adjacent.
Yeah.
And that's gnome-free.
Okay. Well, then I can
and
also...
here.
Oh, wait. I put him here.
Oh, okay.
Or, no, here, but let me put one there. Okay. Okay. So that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
Add another guy. Here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wave 3 is different. So, there are 3 types of scoring at the end of Wave 3. Resolve them in order. Well, first, I guess we need to do end of wave, which includes entrenchment and invasion. So,
So many goblins on here.
yeah. We know how this story ends. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. They're coming into the vine hall here. One there, and then, let's see. He'll kill this guy. Would give me 6 for that. And then they can't kill a champion, but he will get booted back there. And then they'll finally get in here. That number doesn't really matter at this point.
Does not matter at this point.
And then they'll kill a guy here, so 2 more. Fire. Alright. It could equally go either way. These are normal ones, so they'll just pick, let's see. They'll kill all of them, so that's 2, 4, 6. And then they'll get a guy in.
Okay.
Worm. So you'll lose this guy. One, 2, 3, 4.
So we have a question in the comments asking where we got this. So we picked it up at Gen Con.
Yes.
You are a backer. You are in for a treat. This game is super fun. We just got an early version in Indiana a couple weeks ago. Yeah, hey, thanks. I was a little leery when Jeremy was running over to grab it. But this has been really fun.
Yeah, there were a lot of early copies of games at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Stuff that otherwise was just going to backers at the time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I say a lot. There were several booths that had small numbers of those.
Correct.
They disappear very quickly. And so we were lucky enough to nab this and my father's work.
Right.
I did not get my hands on Planet Unknown, which I really wanted.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes. And this is a lot of fun. So,
there's a lot of fun heading your way, Mr. Black.
Okay, gnomes have invaded. So, champions, you get Groluk here.
So that's gonna give me 2 purple, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And you get to do her thing.
And what's a Great Hall?
These things.
Okay. Place Karlach on an empty Great Hall. Each non-champion troll.
So here lets me put one here, and then I can put 2 trolls.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't read. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to put it here. Okay, and then Still Core. I get 2 victory points. 2, 4, 6, 8. For every clan I don't have the most votes in. Okay. Now, final scoring. Great Halls. Each Great Hall is assessed separately. For each, check to see who controls the most caverns touching it. The player who controls more of those caverns than any other party gains honor equal to the Great Hall's value displayed. Flip each token over after it's resolved to keep track. Gnomes are considered to be a player for the purposes of calculating majorities. If gnomes win a Great Hall, no player gets those points.
Okay.
If multiple parties tie, they split the value.
Okay.
Okay, so start here. Gnomes clearly won that.
Correct.
You've got this one for sure. So 4.
I can almost reach it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. This one is a tie with the gnomes.
Including gnomes. Okay. So you get half of it. 4.
Okay. Closing that gap. 40 points to go.
I actually think gnomes won the worm clan, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, totally.
Will you flip that one? Let's see. I've got 1. You've got 1. Gnome's got 1.
What are you talking about? Oh, because it's the lands.
Yeah. So that gets split 3 ways, I guess.
And we'll take 2 points each.
Yeah.
This one is a tie between you and the gnomes.
Actually, no. The gnomes win this one because they've got 2, and I've just got the 1.
Oh, I thought this was a line. Is it not? That's just a really big land.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Crap. Same thing here. Gnomes win that one. I get this one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we'll put this little green dot on top of you so that you know you've crossed 100.
And 4 for that one.
Okay.
Okay. Gain honor based on how many elder symbols are in your ancestry according to the chart below. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've got 3.
So you get 3.
Oh.
With 6, I get 12.
You might lap me.
Baby, this was not. Okay. Here's where you could legitimately catch up.
These guys.
Flip those over.
Okay, so this one is going to you. You get, I don't know, it says 7, 3, 1.
Yep, so I get 7, you get 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And on this one, you get 9. I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this one, you get 11. I get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna let me. On this one, I get 8, and you get 4. Okay. This one says 1, 2, 9. Surely that's backwards.
Yes. 6, 2, 1. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10. You get 10 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're literally gonna lap me.
No.
And then 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
A player must have at least one vote in a clan to qualify for any scoring position. Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So this was our first playthrough of Fall of the Mountain King.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy just embarrassed me with this score. And I still had a great time, and I can't wait to play it again. So that's always a good sign because I don't really lose very well. So I think that's a great vote in favor of this game.
Yeah, it's extremely heavyweight. Again, lots of rules, which I think is what complicated this.
Sure.
I think the only reason I did this is because and believe me, I had to read that instruction book 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
But once if you are willing to put in the time and get past that point, I think it's worth it. It's a lot of fun. And it's got some really neat concepts in it. This whole building out your action board thing, it takes up a lot of table space, but it's a really neat way to handle
it gives you a lot of just I think that plays into the replayability of the game because it's going to be different every single time you play. But I am interested in getting this back on the table, just like we did with my father's work, to see how replayable this game is. So how much did we pay for this at Gen Con?
I want to say $40-$50 maybe, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well then definitely worth it. I'll be interested to see the replayability. But glad that it, like, I assume that it costed $80 or so. So it's heavy. There's a lot of stuff in it, so good on the price.
Yeah, I could be undershooting that some, but no, it was definitely, it was 60 at most.
Okay.
I feel pretty sure.
Great. Well, thanks for joining in with us tonight. We will get this back on the table soon. I've got vengeance. I must serve on Jeremy for this embarrassing defeat. But this game is also just really fun. So thanks for joining us, and look for this out here again soon.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Bye.
See ya.